Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to another video of Salesforce Makes Sense. This is Himanshu and we are talking and discussing Lightning Web Components in our masterclass. In the last tutorial, or more like a video explainer, I talked about what's in store for you, and in this particular tutorial I want to talk about what are we going to cover in this curriculum. This curriculum is going to be vast, but you don't have to be nervous, you don't have to fear it. It's all going to be smooth, seamless, just like LWC, because I am here for you. Alright, so what are we going to cover in this curriculum? We'll talk about understanding the basics of LWC. We'll try to compare Lightning Web Components with Aura and what really is Aura currently. We'll understand how Lightning Web bundles work, more like the set of files that you have. We'll set up things, we'll configure our Visual Studio Code, we'll configure our CLI, we'll get the prerequisites set up so that we are all ready to work on it. Alright, and then we'll look at what is the component lifecycle. We'll talk about variables, we'll talk about the different kind of import commands can you have. We'll talk about how do you really bind data between the client UI file and the client side logic file, more like HTML and JavaScript. Okay, we'll talk about wire methods. This is a technology that helps you connect your Salesforce database. You remember I talked about seamless database interactions. This is one of the capabilities. We'll talk about base components, more like the boilerplate code that we talked about, that you can always leverage and use. Instead of writing everything from scratch, you can use some base components. We'll talk about notifications, we'll talk about navigations, we'll talk about imperative methods. Imperative methods are nothing but talking to the server and getting a response, not at the beginning of the life cycle of the component, but somewhere wherever you want to. Okay, don't worry about it, we'll talk about all of this. All right, we'll also talk about iterations and conditionals, like how do you use them. We'll talk about adding CSS, custom styling if you want to add. We'll talk about how do you really communicate between components, whether it is a parent-child communication, it is a child-to-parent communication, or is it an independent sibling communication. Okay, we'll talk about target configs, which are nothing but how do you really ensure that your Lightning Web component is available for a certain page or a certain screen. Okay, we'll talk about navigation. How do you move on to a certain record page or a home page? How do you navigate the user to certain places? We'll talk about Lightning Data Service, which is the crux of why Lightning Web Components is really fast, has less latency, and allows you re-rendering without any refresh, and allows you to cache stuff. All of that, Lightning Data Service is the thing to go for. We'll talk about design attributes that will help you kind of take inputs from users, or help you configure Lightning Web Components with flows. You can do that. We'll try to set things up in communities, meaning Experience Cloud. We'll try to deploy, and we'll kind of try to see how can you set up your Experience Cloud for success using Lightning Web Components. And then we'll also talk about error handling. We'll also talk about debugging. We'll talk about best practices, and these are just bullet points, but the curriculum that's coming up is going to kind of expand each of these bullet points and kind of give you an idea of everything that I want you to know. Okay, this is just bullet points. There are more concepts that are not written here. There are more ideas that I am going to explain. There are more things that I have from my experience that I'll be putting forward. So my heart and soul is going to come up. Don't just consider that it's going to be just these bullet points and just another tutorial that you have in LWC. My tutorials are going to help you ensure that LWC makes sense. All right, cool. That's all I wanted to talk about, and this is what we are essentially going to cover, and that's a good syllabus that we look at. The timeline we are looking at is 4 to 6 months. With God's grace and your kindness, hopefully we'll be able to complete all of this. All right, great. That's all I wanted to cover as part of this particular tutorial. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.